Welcome acolytes. Today I'm reacting to Palworld devs are based as fridge, as a refrigerator, by Asmongold himself. Now the Palworld devs are a beast of their own because they are incredibly effing, yet the children say, based. They're just realistic, normal human beings who say it as it is, they shoot straight, and they know what they're doing. And the thing is, that's respectable. I like them. Now, well, there are of course some people that don't like it, that disagree with them, but that's normal. And I am happy that slowly but surely we're actually going away from the hear the freaks out, what they have to say, and just hear out normal human beings. Because normal human beings, well, they are sick of it. They don't want to get in on this bullshit most of the time. You just want to just do your thing, and just if you come home, don't think about work. Don't think about anything that has to do with the outside world. Just chill, get relaxed, play the game you like, and play a good game you like. Or, well, it doesn't necessarily even have to be a good game. It just has to be a game you like. And that's all. That's all that's necessary. For the most part. So, let's see what Asmongold has to say about the new adventures of the freaking devs here, and let's start.
Palworld devs are based as duck. So they did an interview. They're interviewing Palworld guys on Japanese TV. None of them knew how to develop a game. We all learned on the job. Budget of $10,000. Most models and gun stuff done by some middle schooler who was working part-time at a convenience store the developers went to. Originally they were on Unity, but then it was laggy, so they went to Unreal. None of them knew how to use Unreal, so they decided to split up the docs. The senior dev had to teach everyone what Unreal was and how to use it. The decision to make it Pokemon with guns was because they were worried that the game wouldn't be a global success unless they added guns, because Americans like to shoot things. The
general consensus of that is yes, and by the way, from this stupid little effed up idea, the stupid idea came out something actually unique. So think about that what you want, but yeah, Pokemon with guns is relatively unique. I mean, I'm sure it was done in some capacity somehow, but honestly not that often, and not in this case, not in the way that it is right now. And I just have to defend it by tooth and nail because this game is just good. There is nothing else to say about it. It's just good. You may dislike it, and that's fine. And if you're not a freak, you actually just say, okay, it's not for me. And that's fine. I mean, not everybody has to like this. But, yeah. From a stupid idea like that, it became a really something uniquely fascinating and nice. This is beautiful. This is actually quite beautiful, to be honest. But yeah, okay, let's continue.
Gender-neutral Type A character creator was likewise because Americans sometimes want to make very ugly characters. That's actually not true. If the Japanese fans see this, it's not the Americans that like to make the ugly characters. It's the development studios that like to make the ugly characters. The real players, the real people, none of us actually want the Type A, Type B bullshit, okay?
Agree. I totally agree with that. This Type A, Type B thing, nope. Not the best thing to do. And why is that? Normally, the only ones that actually want this to be ugly, and I'm gonna repeat myself again, are some effed up freaks that actually don't know how human beings function. and you can disagree with me, but you know, I know, and everybody other knows I'm right about it. As sad as it is, I'm right about it. And yeah.
Okay? Just make normal characters with normal proportions and make them hot. That's what normal people like to see. There are only freaks on social media that have different perspectives, okay? I'm sorry, but that's reality. Everything else is a mental illness. No version control used at all. We didn't really know which one would work, so we copied all the files onto a flash drive every day. Every week, we would buy a bucket of new flash drives. I hadn't got hired by any big companies. I was very surprised that Steam would just let us publish anything. I didn't think it would be a good fit at Nintendo. I want to make big things that are groundbreaking and creative. I'm a trend follower. There it is. What's your creative vision? I don't have a creative vision. I just want to make a game that people like.
Damn.
So I go and I make a tweet about this today, right? And I say the success of Palworld proves that the only thing that customers actually care about is a good game. AI, slavery, bestiality, copyright infringement? It's a video game. These are pretend problems that people don't actually care about. Make good game equals people buy game. Simple. It's actually that simple, right? And then, of course, Tectone replied with a picture of Vaporeon, and I said that imagine owning the IP for Vaporeon for over 20 years and still not making a dating simulator. We can talk about that later. But anyway, somebody in the comments...
Incredible. Those guys are incredible, yes. I loved it. This is beautiful. Oh my... Oh, this is just... this is... oh god, this is... Yes, and by the way, yes, he's actually quite correct about it. It's... Yes, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Oh no.
Said, Palworld isn't a good game. It's just the game that people want.
Okay.
Man, you know, I heard that every single games journalist outlet has all DM'd him probably 10 or 20 times so far just today because they're trying a bidding war on how fast they can hire this guy. Because they feel like he's going to be such a great fit for their company. Yeah, I feel like this guy's got a great career ahead of him in games journalism. Palworld equals animal abuse plus slavery simulator. Yeah, there you go. But it's actual trash. The thing is better than Pokemon, so it looks better. It's fun, but it's trash. Keck. Well, I don't think anybody really cares. I mean, if the game's fun, then that's all that really matters.
Yes.
To me, this just shows that all that matters is what gamers knew all along. A good gameplay loop. That's fucking it. Well, and also, I think that one thing that people are tired of is they're tired of safe games that are invented and created by people who are constantly worried about offending somebody who has a mental illness on the internet. Like some...
Damn, bro. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, this is it. Just on the point. Oh, just on the point.
Freak on social media that gets offended by some comment that a video game character makes. This person should be in a mental asylum. They shouldn't be a target audience. The only target audience they should have is for people that make straitjackets. And the reality is that these people have been pandered to for 10 years. And finally, developers, especially people that are in Japan and Korea, and they aren't part of this freak culture that we have, are making games that are just fun, and that, you know, oh my god, we can't have slavery because we had slavery before, and this is like black people. Holy fuck. Somebody commit this guy. Get him locked up, bro. Like, get him in the padded room before he hurts himself. Like, let's get this guy out of here. Who is this fucking freak? And so, I think the rest of normal people are just tired of these, again, fucking freaks telling us that these things are wrong.
Yes.
I don't want to hear from a grown adult man-child that they're too old for shock humor whenever they're reviewing a game that's basically Pokemon. Just stop it. Get away from me. Yeah, these are the people that have to lay down after they make a phone call. They have a panic attack. They get a phone call and their fucking their heart rate goes up by 80.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
This is the person that you're gonna listen to? You're gonna listen to this fucking freak about how you need to live your...
And yes, people will listen to this freak. Why? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest here, I don't understand it. Because, yeah, if you're like one time, if you don't know the person, if you're like, yeah, okay, I don't know, maybe he has something about it, maybe it's a smidge of truth in it, okay, maybe. But no, at the end of the day, that's a freak. And we shouldn't listen or cater to them. And it's that simple. And you might say I'm harsh. And you know what? I agree. I am harsh. Because I'm already also sick of this thing that these people actually get to decide something in society. Get fucked. Simple as that, get fucked.
Your life. You've never seen this person ever post a picture with them and their friends hanging out and having fun. You just see this.
True. True that. Yes. Yes, you never see it and you never will. Why? Because nobody wants to be around them. It's that simple. Damn. We're dropping some truth bombs here. Damn.
This freak at their computer all day, every day. They don't do anything. They don't have any fucking friends. And this person's gonna tell you how society is supposed to work? Get the fuck out of here. That's taking it too far. Phone calls are stressful as fuck. To who? Yeah, maybe if you've got to call the IRS and set up a payment plan for your taxes or you go to jail, yeah, I have to lay down after that. That's fine. But if you've got to call to make sure that your Amazon Prime shipment is going to be on time, then no, I don't think you should have to lay down after that. No, I don't think so. I think that's pathetic. Never call, always text. Oh, I have a rule. If somebody does that, I have like a 3 to 5 day business rule where I usually don't respond to anybody within any 24-hour period because I don't want people, except if it's a close friend, right? Like I don't want people to think that they can interact with me.
And by the way, as shitty as this sounds, it's based in reality. Because in the end of the day, if you have friends or people you actually like to spend your time with, that's actually quite normal to spend time with them. But your business partners, that's a different story. And it's pretty simple because people, first of all, you can get actually abused by your business partners, or just if you're too friendly with them, you just can get straight out abused by them by just they can manipulate you in a way that they know, okay, good, this is how we do it and this is fine. And that's, well, not good. And second of all, a business partner of yours may actually like you, but in the end you don't like them, be it for any reason. Maybe you don't even dislike them, you just don't like them particularly. Or you don't see them as a friend, but purely as a business partner, and of course you're cordial. But in the end of the day, that's just not enough, and you should just stop it as soon as you can, as soon as you see it, because for you yourself, that's a waste of time. And for the person that's on the other side, that's just not nice to them at the end of the day. I mean, if it's, of course, in my opinion, it's their fault, because they want this your thing to go further than it actually is, but at the end of the day, You have to look out for yourself, for number one. And just watch that you don't waste your time.
Like, whenever they want. Like, we're not gonna... Let's...
Yeah.
Whoa, let's settle down, alright? AAA developers can't grasp such a simple concept. Well, the reason why a lot of AAA developers can't grasp the simple concept is
because they are freaks.
You just see this freaking... You've never seen this person ever post a picture with them and their friends hanging out
Oops.
how society's supposed to work? Then, no, I don't think you should have to lay down after that. He does that. I have like a 3 to 5 day business rule where I usually don't respond to anybody within any 24-hour period because I don't want people, except if it's a close friend, right? Like I don't want people to think that they can interact with me like whenever they want. Like we're not gonna let's settle down, all right? AAA developers can't grasp such a simple concept. Well, the reason why a lot of AAA developers can't grasp the simple concept is because AAA development studios are infested with the freaks that people hate. That's where they are. They're being consulted. They're people that are informing game decisions, and they're trying to change culture to reinforce their totally distorted worldview that isn't shared by any normal person.
Yep.
These are people that you wouldn't even want around your kids. You know, you've got your kids out there at a park and this person's at the park. You're like, you know, let's play a little bit closer to me, you know, like let's not get too far over. Don't, no, he doesn't have any candy to you. Don't even go look at him, all right? This sounds political. Well, I think there's always going to be a political slant to this kind of stuff, and you're definitely right about that. But at the end of the day, I think that people just want to play a fun game and not have to think about anything political whenever they play the game. Average, normal, everyday people are tired of that shit. And you see massively successful games like Palworld, like the finals that used AI for the announcers, like Hogwarts Legacy, like many of these other games, and they're massively successful at Coffin of Andy and Laylee. They're massively successful despite all of the reeing and crying and temper tantrums by man-children and adult babies on social media. Because these people are freaks, they're not worth listening to, they're not worth taking seriously, they're not worth making content for, they're not worth creating a video game for, because they don't buy the games in the first place. They don't have any fucking money. And the ones that do have money, there's like a handful of them and that's it. And there's a vast majority of people that are just normal that don't want any of this. They don't care about any of these things. Like this is just a, they're not making a moral statement. They're playing a video game. Like that's not, like this is, it's not even, doesn't even compute to them that this even matters. And by the way, they're not stupid. These are people that are massively successful in real life. You know, this person is an HVAC certified electrician. And you're a blogger and you're going to tell them that you need to educate them on the way the world works? Get the fuck out of here. Such a genius, an HVAC certified technician. I don't know. Who's more important and...
Yeah. This the disrespect against people that actually work in physical labor jobs, or, I mean, because I see it still as physical labor, or it at least gets shoved in the same way as physical labor is, so I'm gonna count it as such. You might disagree with it or not, it's irrelevant actually. But at the end of the day, they also don't get respect, and well, who's more important, a blogger or somebody who can fix your freaking airlifter? Well, you tell me after your airlifter goes kaput, then we're gonna talk about it.
Who is a more valuable member of society? A blogger that writes articles about video games, or somebody who fixes air conditioning?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll come back to you in July and you tell me, okay? Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you tell me. Like, again,
Basically,
people have, intellectualized reality so much that they're not even a part of it anymore. I'm a writer of a film and TV that does script editing. I'm useless for the betterment of society. Well, it's okay, man. You don't need to be useful. You just need to be happy, and you need to do something that makes you happy. And if you're fulfilled and you're doing something that you like doing, and you think that your life is successful, then that's fine. That's okay. And like, your opinion, you're entitled to your opinion. But nobody else is. Nobody else is entitled to your opinion, just you. The same with me too, by the way.
Yes.
People don't want to listen to what my opinion is, then that's totally up to them.
Exactly. And in the end of the day, if you want to do the things you want to do, then do the things you want to do. That's not a problem. If you're happy about the things you do, then that's great. Be happy about the things you do, as long as you don't actually somewhat disadvantage someone else. Then I personally don't care about it. But as soon as your freedom somewhat does something negative to someone else, well, then we have a problem. Then we have a very, very big problem. Because now you're not the only one suffering under your stupidity, but different people. And that's something that shouldn't happen. You do you, but don't be an asshole about it. It's that simple. But acolytes, as it is, good night.